Well, alright, welcome everyone. Hopefully we are live this time like we are supposed to be at this point. Yeah, I think we're good. So, gonna say hi, everybody. So hi, let's see, at Spots, of course I see you're here. Little boys, hi. Jason, of course, hi. Thank you for joining in. Troy, what's up? Oh, you downloaded Optifine and got a virus. I'm not sure if that, like, depending on where you got it from, that could be the issue. I know I downloaded from Nexus Mod, or not Nexus, God, now I can't even think of it. Whatever it is I linked in there, in the Minecraft videos, and I didn't have a problem. And I'm pretty good about routinely scanning my system. Also not downloading questionable stuff. So I'm not having a problem with it. Again, you know, it all depends. I mean, just because I got it and it was fine doesn't mean that you didn't get it and wasn't fine because they got hacked or something, didn't know about it. So yeah, there's always a chance there. Talon, if you're with us, thank you for the subscribe. Is this like Subnautica but in space? Kind of. I mean, we're not like... I mean, yes, it's a survival game. Yes, there's building. I mean, it's closer to Subnautica than, say, something like Empyrean because you don't design your ships. You could think of the ship I'm on now as kind of like the Cyclops in Subnautica. I can do certain customizations to it, but not too much. It's like my mobile base. And then we have vehicles that are like the Sea Moth and such that you can't really customize, or then maybe some upgrades. But it's kind of like Subnautica in that aspect, but the story's different. You're not like trying to get off an alien world. You go to other planets. There's a lot of environments that you can go, well, different planets with different environments that you can go to. We are tonight, of course, going to continue with some more Derelict freighter stuff because I've got at least one more upgrade spot for storage. I'm thinking it might give me this row here. It just seems logical I would have access to that row once I unlock this one right here. So we've got to do at least one freighter. And, you know, I've done enough variety of them, jumping around different places. I'm not going to worry about that so much. I'm just going to stick with the current system. So I'm close to my freighter. And we'll just do the same ship a few times. Because, you know, I'm not seeing a huge amount of difference between different ones and different systems. You know, I've done one that was, well, I've done a couple of them that is like they were fine and then they were infested. One that was partially infested, not fully infested. So we'll stick with this one for now. I think it's the first one I did because, again, it's the same system that my freighter is kind of hanging out in. Because it is on the other side of the galaxy, thanks to a wormhole. Or, yeah, black hole thing. So it's not like I could just readily warp all the way back to the other side with my freighter. So we're kind of hanging out on this side of the galaxy for a bit. So there we go. The 5 million credit one. We're going to... Of course, I got to activate it. I keep forgetting to do that. Unsafe trajectory. I'm not that close. There we go. Finally. Deleting a virus on Malwarebytes is a good idea. Yes. If Malwarebytes says it's a virus, and granted there is a chance for it to be a false positive, generally Malwarebytes is pretty good on detecting the, you know, malicious stuff. Not always. There are times where I've had Malwarebytes pick up something that other malware detection didn't detect, and I've had times where I've scanned a file with Malwarebytes and it actually said the file was perfectly okay, but you upload it to virustotal.com and it came back like 17 engines in seconds, said, yeah, this is a virus. So it's not always guaranteed that Malwarebytes is going to be right. It is one of the better ones, or at least it used to be, but it's not always going to be right. So, you know, use your own judgment. If you're seeing it highlighting just the Optifine file, and that's it, then, you know, maybe it's not really a virus. But if it's highlighting other stuff, it may not always be, it may not be from the Optifine thing or whatever it is you got. It may be something else you have on there. It is going to mark pups on there, potentially unwanted programs, which can be cookies and stuff like that from websites. It's not always just you got a program that's, you know, bad. Thank you, Samuel. You know, for the live streams, it's a little different. We get more people watching on the Subnautica stuff on Saturdays, but for this, you know, it's a little different. It's not my normal, what I'm most known for. So we have a slightly smaller audience, and you know, even with Subnautica stuff, it's a smaller audience. There's not as many people that look at YouTube as live streaming as like Twitch would be, but I like streaming on YouTube better than Twitch. And of course we gotta get the logs, no research entry. Yep, same thing. Been through enough of these, they all look a little different, but I think I remember this one now on how most of it progressed. And it doesn't look like this is infested, however you want to call it. So we'll just grab what we can. I'm hoping to get at least one more building unlocked during any of these tonight, because I've got, I think it was like 14 so far, 15, something like that. I've gotten a bunch of new buildables, but not anything that's like just completely stand out. So I'm hoping we get something else, but since it all is based around what comes in the derelict ships, I think I've almost got them all. Well, let's see, I've got that capsule, and I've also having problems moving. I've got that. I got the canister, I got the large storage container. I've got those, I got the bench. I think that was what I got last time. I mean, some of the other stuff, like, that is part of the normal game. That's part of the normal, you know, buildable stuff. We got, like, those. That's part of it. Cabinet, counters, things like that. I'm not seeing anything else that's really, like... Oh, yeah, this is something I haven't gotten yet. In just in time. Yeah, same thing. I really expect they're going to add more variation to these. Once you've done like 2 of them, you've pretty much seen the extent of the variation on the story stuff. Oh, don't even have drones this time. No security drones. I want to say this was the short path. Yes. And come on, give me. Yeah, I got these too. That's right. I did get. I think I got the plant one. I know I've got the little alien creature one because I had to use. What was it? Some of the Hadal cores or the larval cores. It was one of those I had to use to build them. Hey, Militant Mind, thanks for joining in. Planet Minecraft, now, I don't know about that one. As far as Optifine. Some of those sites, you have to be careful where it's like, God, what is that name? There's some site that used to be really good for getting, like, demos and stuff like that, like just any software type stuff. And now it's got, like, an ad. Almost always is an ad that just is a big green download button. And it's designed to make you think that that's the download button for the file, but it's not. It's an ad. It takes you somewhere else. You know, and that's just a common thing on some of these sites now. So you gotta be careful. You may have hit the wrong download thing. Because it shouldn't be an installer. It should be just a little, the JNP file, I think. It's just going to be like a file you toss into the folder. And oh, we do have security drones. Yeah, let's do the Javelin. Because that's a nice one pop. Boom! Alright. Grab these while I'm thinking about it. I also didn't go and do any of those. So many containers. Yeah, just hold down E. It goes so much faster that way. And another one's stuck in the walls. It happens way too much. They definitely need to work on that part at least. If nothing else, fix it so they stop getting stuck inside the walls, inside the ceiling. Boom. I think I've got one right above me. That's what it sounds like. That's interesting. They're all moving towards me. Probably the fact that I've got one apparently shooting at me through the floor. That's what it kind of sounds like. Yeah, it sounds like floor. Or maybe he is ceiling. Yeah, there's one right up there. Honestly, if it wasn't for, like, the building unlocks for, like, items, I probably would be skipping most of the storage crates. Just because I'm not getting anything that, like, is, for where I'm at in the game, that big of a deal. Yes, I'm getting supplies, I'm getting ammo. I get some nanites. I mean, granted, it's got... There's a good return on nanites. You know, if that was something I needed, but if I really need nanites, I know a faster way to do it. So, really the only reason I'm grabbing all the containers is to see if I get unlocks. Which they started off very, very common because I had so many things to unlock. Now they're becoming so much more uncommon. I think I do like 5 runs the other night for stream, and I didn't get but like 1 unlock. I'll start leaving the little capsules just so I can leave them floating in the air. Just run through them, knock them around, let them fly all over the place. And of course, I take that injury stepping off the ladder because I fell but grabbed the ladder. Ooh. What's that? Is that that's one of the little lab lights, I think. But it's the way it's mounted in the table. Yeah, it's like one of those lights. But it's mounted into the table, it looks like, not like just on the table. Maybe that's an unlock. That looks kind of neat. Actually, haven't paid attention to the look of them up to this point. This. Is there a door in here? No. So this is the short path. Salvaged freighter something. Is it frigate module? Okay. So another one of those. I'm actually going to leave the little floating capsules. Look. A bench that's floating because of lack of gravity. Yet other stuff is like perfectly seated. Doesn't float at all. Doesn't move if I walk into it. Like you would think if it was a lack of gravity that would happen. So it's like some stuff has gravity, some stuff doesn't. Or some stuff, I mean, I would say some stuff is bolted down, but it's not like they're bolting down the storage containers. You know, I mean, who's gonna go bolt a storage container down? Kind of the reason it's a storage container. You want to take it with you. Like, it's got handles. And yet these are not floating up. We see no straps or anything. Floating helmets. Floating things like that. But that's not floating. The capsule is perfectly seated on a countertop. So it's not like it's mounted in. I get that one? Yeah. Okay, let's get this one. Security mainframe. Going hacky. Let's try incapacitated. Okay, does make a difference. So you can put whatever you want as long as you have the credentials. Hey, William, thanks for joining in. Hey, Powerzall. S-Bots, I mean, I don't know for the 1.16, the 1.15 link worked for me, but, usually they have more than one download link for different servers, so it may be one link was a malicious link. Or it could just be, again, a false positive that's not actually malicious. But, again, you know, Malwarebytes is going to pick up more stuff than just that. If it's going to pick up, like, cookies and stuff like that, that's, like, this could be used for tracking, for adware, things like that. So it doesn't mean you got... If you have 300 things show up in Malwarebytes, it doesn't mean you got 300 things from downloading Optifine. It may mean you had 300 things... 300, you know, cookies in here that look bad and such, but it doesn't mean it was all from that Optifine download. I know the only problem I had with Optifine was it kept crashing the game. It never worked until they finally released, like, I think it was version 32 or something that I got, and I was able to get it. It worked fine, loaded the game, no problem. But usually when it didn't work, I immediately, you know, trashed it, tried another download, and kept going until I finally just gave up and waited for another update. I never had anything that came up that I can recall saying, this looks to be malicious. I noticed my life support is draining at a normal speed tonight, and last time it was draining noticeably faster. Like I would already be using a recharge like a few minutes ago. Halfway through this, I would have had to recharge, and I'd already be almost halfway down again. And yet, I was at like halfway, and I'm still not done. So, something bugged last time. Because I was burning through life support a lot faster than I am now. Alright, let's hit the red buttons. Red buttons always seem like a good idea. We're going to do the bulkhead, because I have the one more storage spot. And again, nanites are not very good of a reward with this, because you just don't get enough. On even the most expensive run in a good system, only got like 800 nanite clusters from the end reward, and I actually got more nanite clusters than that just from opening all the containers. So yeah, if you need nanites, focus on the containers. It's not going to help that much when you try and get the nanites as the reward, especially at the cheapest version. And why is it not showing my there it is. What do we get? 4 C-class modules, more nip buzz, spark canister. Oh, whoa. Because I dropped out of pulse, it said, hey, now I'll talk to you. Go dump those. Alright, so fusion cores, captain's log, gotta turn in. The crew manifest, turn in. I'm gonna sell all of this because I really don't need any of it. Let's see. I don't know how many how much I had in ammo at the beginning. Yeah, I cleared out. I've already got nip buds and such growing on the freighter, so that's not a problem. Need to get rid of stuff. Actually, I could donate, which sometimes they have paid me. There's certain things they will pay me for, but I could donate to improve my standing, which my standing is good. So I'm going to actually sell, just because with selling to this guy, I always get nanite clusters. That's another thing, you know, if you need nanites, you can, well, he's saying donate too. Why is he donation? He's supposed to buy it. Alright, he at least pays me for that, but usually he buys the other one. Alright, we'll sell everything to him. Just because I know I'll be coming back with more of this stuff. I don't want to mess up any kind of pricing for anything. That's not that good. That. Did I get the storm crystals from there? I guess I must have. Because I shouldn't be carrying any. Oh, wait. And, of course, more nanite clusters. You gotta remember to sell your upgrades that you're not using. I assume if you've got the money to start running these on a recurring basis to try and get upgrades, probably don't need Class C. There we go. Yeah, 70,000 nanites now. I thought I sold those. Oh, we'll put those there. But yeah, we got the bulkhead. I'll have to go to the ship to do that. So we're gonna do that real quick. Cause we'll see if it does add room for more expansions. And might as well grab that way I don't have to come back here afterwards. Go to CurseForge if you want. I mean, I didn't get anything from Planet Minecraft. Got all my stuff from CurseForge. And I didn't have any problems like that. Granted, I mean, again, I had problems with mods not working right. Or working well. Main thing with Optifine was it would not even let me launch the game. Every time I would try to launch, it would just crash out until the last update for 1.15. But yeah, I just got everything through CurseForge, and it usually was like 2 or 3 links to choose from. So if you tried one, it didn't respond or it looked fishy, try the next one. Hello, Bradley. Thanks for joining in. Alright, we gotta do an upgrade. We'll see if it acts like I have space to upgrade more or not. It still feels like that is available. So we've got 10 of those. What else do I need? I need 12, I think was the next. Yeah, 12 for that. I think I put some freighter, or yeah, some frigates on a mission the other day. Yes. See if maybe I get 2 out of these. Alright, units, granting, magnetized ferrite, activated cadmium, Viking. Oh, come on! All that, and not a single upgrade thing. Alright, come on. Carbon crystal. Storage augmentation. I think that's the one for the smaller ships. Because it's not bulkhead. Well, that was not good either. Where'd it go? Oh yeah, it went to here. Yeah, storage augmentation was that. Okay. Let's sell some stuff, because I've got too much of some of that stuff already. We're going to sell from my inventory. That has something. Yeah. That. Alright, and we're going to go to the freighter. We're going to sell the hot ice. It is important to note it's not pulling from my storage rooms, because I've got more than 20 granting. I know I do. And it's not pulling from the rooms, which is a good thing to note. Let's see. Emerald and DM. Yep. Actually, no, we'll sell. Well, no, I might need the cadmium for something sometime soon. Activate indium. I probably could sell it since I've got a farm for all of that. Yeah, let's sell it. Carbon crystal, that was a new one. And we get rid of that. And there's no reason to have that in my inventory there. I think I made more money from sales on this than I did from the Derelict freighter. Alright, so I'll move this. Clear that up. Oh yeah, the effigy. I should have sold the effigy. Let's see. We need to decorate. I'm not sure what, though, but I have additional decorations I can make. I'm kind of turning this into like storage, production room, more of the utility aspect, but we've got some nice decor going. Let's see. You know, we could do like a wall screen, like we're checking on the status of our plants, even though they grow despite the fact that it's acting like it needs power. Ooh, about a fan. I can get it to place. Kind of. Actually do it like that, yeah. And here's what I'm thinking. Oh, why? It was fine. It was actually angled right, and then it just changed orientation. So, kind of like we're doing airflow over it. There's our critters. What else do I have? Emergency heater. I don't think we actually need that. Do a couple of floral canisters. I've got plenty for that. That's, yeah, the containment, the one we got above that. I've already got some storage units. I don't want to put too much of that because I do want to leave room for actual production. I've already done all of that. And we can put a canister rack or two. Actually, do it like this. Like that. And... oh, yeah, let's try this. Let's see. Do it like over here, like it's in a research spot in the corner. I get to line up well enough. Alright, so we got the light table. Let's find this, because this is what they had for it, was the lab light. I think it's actually under a different group. It's gotta be under a different group. Yeah, it's gotta be just, there we go, table. So it's a smaller version of that, or actually a separate type table. So maybe there is still an unlock that I need to get, because that's not the same size. Put a monitor illustration right next to it. Like, we'll put something there. I'm not sure what yet. Maybe another specimen thing. Well, let's see what. Carbon. Not the best way to produce carbon, but it works. Alright, so I've got nip buds. I've got frost warp to make glass if I happen to need it somewhere else, not relying on one of the bases. We've got three things for production. Fungal mold, I think, was what I was using. I put in there for carbon production to make other stuff, or more so because of carbon going into that. Alright, so we need to go through another derelict, get storage augmentation, see if it will expand one more slot. If not, then I'll know I've got a wasted storage, bulkhead upgrade. Okay, in that case, I'll just go give it to somebody on the community station, the anomaly. Just be nice, be like, hey, here you go. Have this, because I can't use it. Oh yeah, I must have got storm crystals from that last one. There we go. So it'll be the same ship again, which, granted, all of them seem to be pretty much the same ship. Even other systems I've seen through different systems, the same ship name used. So this is like a ghost ship, is what I'm just thinking. Much like why it just magically is always right in front of me whenever I decide to use my pulse drive to find it. More repair kits. I want to start selling those. We've got too many of them. But I give them away to people that need them for something. Yep. Should be pretty much the same as last time. Yeah, like daughter of Anomi. I don't remember seeing Anomi in others, but I did see Ragataga as a repeating name in a couple of systems. Now, obviously, they can't create that many different name variations for the number of systems created in the game. But still, you know, I've got too many occurrences of it to be a case of they've added that many variations. There we go. Blue. B-class module. We're starting to see those little bit slightly better modules. Come on, give me an unlock. That's what I want. Another unlocked building item. A floating hand. I'm assuming it's a hand because it is very, you know, flexed out. It's not like a glove that's just kind of like crumpled up. It's fully like a hand in there. But it's also got a flat, stumpy part. So, no stump of a hand there. It just seems too well placed in that shape to be that it's not a hand in the glove. Walk in, I already hear shooting. Oh, because they're already shooting at me. Like, just immediately locked on to me. Maybe they're the ones that were stuck in the ceiling before. What? Something just shot me. From the floor. Or ceiling. It was one of the two. But I think I actually took damage from that. Okay, yep, nothing there. Gotta, yeah, he's in the floor. Level stabilizing, if only I stood still long enough. Alright, we're gonna do some more, and now I think we got Okay, so that's all of them. The rest are, like, stuck in the floor. I mean, I think there's 2 stuck in the floor. One might be in the ceiling. But there's at least, yeah, 1 in the floor. And they're following me. And let me get some heat. Oh, hey. Oh, somebody got free. Or may have already been free. I just didn't see him floating there. Oh, no, that had to be one that came out of the wall. Because I know I didn't see, like, 2 of them over there. I think they got out somehow. Like, somewhere there might be a spot they're getting stuck going in. Which would stand to reason that they could get unstuck by coming out a certain spot. Or maybe it did like a whole, you know, not respawn, but like move. Like just move them to a new location, kind of like when you glitch out of a map and it kind of respawns you in a certain spot. But you don't like lose health or anything. Might be that. This should be the short path. Yeah. I don't get the point of breaking the capsules with alien things in them. Like, why would you say, like, hey, let me just crack this thing open? It's like, it's an alien thing. You don't know if it can survive in the vacuum of space. It might be a case of, yeah, it's alive, it can survive, and it attacks you and melts through your face, you know, plate of your helmet and puts a little larva in you. You don't know. Why would you be breaking that stuff? Plants, okay. But little alien creature things, no. I would think that would be not even an option. Or at the least, if they were going to have it in an option in the game, like it is, make it with a risk. Like they might attack you. Give that kind of dynamic to it. You know, 1 out of 10, the thing's alive and attacks you. Despite the lack of oxygen and so forth. Oh, come on. I fell, I took damage, and then I started climbing on the ladder, and I took damage again. That's broken. I'm not even gonna... Well, you know what? Yeah. Let's do it anyway. I mean, the idea, yeah, of depressurizing the capsule kind of burst. I understand, like, shredding them, but you think 1 out of so many might survive it if it's not already dead anyway, you know? It might, if it's alive. Again, they're aliens. We don't know. They might all be alive and waiting until we make them, you know, into goop by depressurizing the capsule. Oh. Where's your buddy? I forgot to look. Apparently, there's no buddy. hear him. Oh, look, he's there. He's just stuck where he can't move. So that's why I wasn't seeing them. They were like stuck, but then somehow got unstuck when I got close enough. Yeah, it sounds like there's still another one that might be actually stuck. I'm gonna look. Gotta be right above me. Yeah. Alright, so that one's stuck inside the wall or something. You need your extra steps to log in. What? To log into what? The Minecraft? No Man's Sky? What? Alright. Secure mainframe, access denied, yeah, let's see, I normally do unknown, we did incapacitate, it worked. Deceased, it works, it doesn't matter as long as you have the credentials. And typically it's the top one, but I have had it be the second one a couple times, so I think once I got it to be the third one. Doesn't matter, as long as you got the credentials, they'll still work. Which, another thing I said, I think it's the last stream maybe when I got that third line item 1 to be the unlock. It would be a bit more dynamic if it had like 2 or 3 options on each one and you had to find the right one. And yeah, there we go. That is a little, actually that might be bigger, a bigger table than the lighted table. That does look like it's the same size for the light, but the table's bigger. I'm hoping that's an unlock. At least the table. Oh, look, it's got to be a platform like that. You see that little flat black platform there that was sitting on? Not even black, it's got some blue to it. Hopefully that's an unlock. Like, just, you know, here's a table that doesn't light up. I also want, like, the little counters like this. That should be an unlock, too. That's got to be part of it. I would assume that has to be an unlock, is have the little counters or counter segments. One more. Last room. At least one C class from that. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't ever seem to get any logs from those that are critical to me completing this or me getting the end result, you know, when I go back to the space station, the trade-ins. Oh, and I just remembered something else I was supposed to do. We're gonna actually test this. So I've got that. So that's my rare item. Turn this on. And I'm gonna go to the space station. before I sell anything, before I trade anything, we're gonna teleport to another space station. Because in the past, it has been doing a thing where it doubles my reward when I jump to a new system. Like, oh, you know, a couple cases I got extra copies of the logs, which I was able to sell. Sometimes I got the upgrades again. I got like one Class A upgrade again because I warped to another system. So I don't know if it would work from the capital ship. But I've seen it work a couple of times like this. Just by accident. I think both times I did sell stuff afterwards. Like came in, did all the stuff, because I know I sold the logs, or you know, got rid of the captain's log and the crew manifest, warped and got again both of them, or no, one of them. I think as what happens, I got one of them back as a duplicate thing and had to, you know, trade it off again. So I want to see if this works without me going to sell first. How do you get a mod pack for Minecraft? Usually those are packs that are put up and hosted on some site. So you'll just go there and it'll have like the pack where you download all the mods together, and you know, it's like curated to specifically which version of the mod works and everything. Okay, did I get a duplicate? Or maybe it wasn't when I go to the another systems when I go back. Let's do this. Let's transfer it to there. Just to see. So it may be a case of getting it out of my inventory as well. But yeah, if you're looking for like mod pack, Feed the Beast. They have their own site for that sort of stuff. There's some places that will have mod packs where you can download them there, but for most part, it's usually curated and held on like some site where they're like, hey, you know, come here, you can download our mod pack, and it'll have whatever, you know, variations you're looking for. Mod packs are nice if you just want jumping and say, hey, it's got all this stuff that is known to work together and they think works well together, but in some cases, a lot of the, like, the Feed the Beast mod packs, I was looking at those, and I was just, like, looking at it as, like, you know, this really isn't, like, this isn't, like, that great for me, because it had a lot of stuff that I was like, I don't care for this. I don't want that. I don't want this feature. I want this, but I don't want this, you know. And so one thing with mod packs, you're going to get stuff that works well together, but you may have stuff that also is kind of, for the whole feel of it, you need certain ones and you may not want those. So that's why I like, you know, kind of doing piecemeal on the mod pack, or the mods themselves, and just add them bit by bit and test them out. If I run into a problem, I can, you know, be like, okay, I just added this one, there's a problem. Let's see. So, still got all this to sell. But I am at 73,000 nanite clusters now. I was at 70,000 with the end of the last one. And I can't remember what it was in the hundreds spot side of it, but that's 70,000 to 73,000. Assuming I was almost at 71,000. I got like around 2,000 nanite clusters from that last run. Which is fine, you know, it's not terrible. If you're looking for nanite clusters, you don't have a big money farm to be able to do ship trading and scrapping, you know, you can get a good bit of nanites from this, but you still are going to be, if you don't have a big money farm, you might be limited to only one of these a day because of the cost increasing 5 million, 10 million, 20 million, 30 million each time. So you might have to do the 5 million per day if that's all you can make enough money to cover. Like, pay attention how much money I make on each one. I need a ship to show up. Oh, you're not fine. We'll just sell it this way. 42 repair kits now. So, yeah. Nip Nip Buzz, I've got plenty of those. Viking effigy. I mean, I got too many of some of these things. Ferrite dust, over 10,000 now. Armor core. Oh, I was at, what was it, 4,000 something? Like 4,800. I'm now at 8,800. So I was like another 4,000 ammo from that one ship. Forlorn spores. Oh, they're not forlorn. Somebody cares about them. Just not me. While I'm selling them. I'm about to just start selling like the relics and such. Too much. Too many. Okay, I got... Look at that. Ferrite dust. Too much ferrite dust. Let's move. We'll put that there. Put that. That way I'll have it for some building stuff later. I think... That should, yeah, that should have gone there anyway. Alright, let's try adding one more upgrade to my storage, see if it works. And still, no ships. Can you mine chlorine? Not mining. Like, as far as I'm aware, I haven't seen any place that has chlorine mines. Like, because you're mining based on like a deposit of some sort, and I think that's all about the metals. Like the ones you normally find, the deposits like surface level that you can mine out with the mining laser. But with chlorine, you can do chlorine expansion, which I covered in my money-making video for this. If you need a lot of chlorine, what you do is set yourself up an oxygen farm if you don't have money, or go out, gather some oxygen, get some chlorine, and I think I've got some chlorine somewhere. I usually have it on here. Oh look, I'm running out of room on the repair kits. I'll move some there. I see. I kind of got rid of the chlorine at one point. But let's see. I've got. So basically, all right. You take chlorine, you put it in with some oxygen, and it takes, is it 1 chlorine, 2 oxygen gives you 6 chlorine back. So chlorine expansion. You make more chlorine, you just have to keep getting oxygen. And the great thing is, once you start selling some of that chlorine, you can go buy oxygen. That was my approach, instead of just having an oxygen farm somewhere, which you can do. You can get an oxygen farm for speed. You can, you know, just go buy oxygen. Once you start making money, just buy oxygen, turn around, dump it in a bunch of processors. It does take time for it to process. So just keep that in mind. And let's see, I've got some chlorine somewhere. I know I do. I'm pretty sure I didn't just get rid of it all. It's possible, but I don't think I did. Somewhere I've got some where I did use it all up. But yeah, chlorine's one of those early game, well, you know, not super early, but earlier game options that you can use if you don't want to try doing like the whole cheaty way, which I think still works. I haven't tried it in a while, but it used to be you could take like copper and do chromatic metal expansion. Oh, so it's not giving me an oxygen here. I can't expand any further, even though there's a row. Cannot expand, but I can add technology, so that's good. So we do have room for some more upgrades. So 4 more. So, but you can take chromatic metal expansion. Take copper, make chromatic metal, then take it plus like some indium and turn it back from copper into indium to sell the indium. So you could technically go buy copper, turn it into chromatic metal, and then convert it into indium from there. That's one method people have used. But I like the chlorine expansion works well. You just need to get a little bit of chlorine to start with, and I don't know what happened to mine. I guess I finally sold all of it. Let's see if I can buy some real quick. But yeah, I covered all this in my how to make money in No Man's Sky, like money farms. It's an actually easy one to do. You don't even have to actually have a farm. Just once you get started, go buy oxygen and buy from a wealthy system. You go to a wealthy system, don't buy from the terminal, buy from the passing traders, because you can buy thousands. I mean, you know, once I got going, I could buy 20, 30,000 oxygen in a short time from a wealthy system. It has no chlorine in there. All right. But yeah, that makes it easy to keep producing more. You just make more with the oxygen. You know you're going to make more money in the end. Turn around, sell it. Buy more oxygen. Always keep a little bit left for your chlorine. It's just a time-consuming thing because... Well, let me rephrase that. It's not time-consuming like you have to wait so many hours for something to regrow or for mining operation to produce more. But you have to sit there and wait for it to process. And I've had it where I've gone out of the system, like teleported to another space station, and came back, and all my stuff was gone. It wasn't like still there being processed. It was the entire set of stuff had been wiped out. You know, bug. But, you know, for safety, you probably kind of want to stay in the system. So if you're doing work around your base, fine. If you're exploring somewhere near to your base on the planet, fine. But, yeah, if you're going to leave the system or something like that, it's probably not the best thing to do. And use all of the processing you can. Do all of it. Like, I think it's 2 large and 3 medium still is the limits they've got now. What used to be, you didn't have a limit. Like, it was like 5 of the large ones that you could build. But yeah, use all of them because it's 2 spots. You know, your oxygen, your chlorine, and you're done. Nobody has any chlorine here. Now let's go and buy some so I can demonstrate. But yeah, so that's basically the farming for chlorine. It's not setting up a mine or something like that to make it. You convert it by doing chlorine expansion with oxygen, and it's a good way to make some money. I made a lot of money doing that. You know, that was one thing I did early off to get a lot of money before I built my big indium farm and then my activated indium farm. No chlorine still. Okay. You're a different guy. So we know I reached maximum storage capacity for the actual storage, but I have 4 more upgrade slots, which I don't think I'm going to use other than these upgrades we can get because, again, I had that one stream where I got 2 Class A's, and then I teleported to another space station, and it duplicated one. So I ended up with a freighter that I had 3 Class A's to apply. And so yeah, I got like that, plus mining ability, plus expedition trade ability. Yeah, that's kind of stuff I expect to be getting more of. I'm not sure I'm going to really use that many. Hopefully eventually be able to trade up more. I'm not even going to worry about these canisters at all. None of the floating blue canisters. Just going to run into them, smack them with my helmet, knock them out of the way. send them flying around like little fireflies. Alright. So, still the same. Doesn't look any different. Does not look infested yet. Right, usually it is like the second or third room where it starts to look infested. Well, I guess from a reward standpoint, if you don't like having to go track down things like hypnotic eyes when you need them, you don't want to go fight those little creatures, easy to get them with this. I get plenty. Sometimes I don't get any on a run. Other times I'll end up with like 5 to 10 from a single run. So there's a lot of variation, but you know, do like a few of these, you'll have a bunch of those more frustrating to get at times type items. That and a bunch of nanite clusters. I know I was right at 73,000 on the start of this. I'm already up like 200. If you're just getting started, find somebody to take you in a group with them to do one of these. If you need nanite clusters and stuff like that at the beginning, see if somebody will take you with them to do one of these, like in a group. Yeah, you can do these as a group, so you could get some nanite clusters from it. Even if it's like you just like, hey, I'll help you out, I'll save you trouble. If there's any enemies, you take them out, I will open the containers. You'll get lots of supplies. I mean, the amount of oxygen and everything you get at the beginning of, like, doing this at the beginning of the game, how much this would help in the very beginning, fantastic. I'll say, yeah, find a buddy, somebody take you through this if you're just getting started with the game. Sure, let's access again. Update bioscan. Nobody's around. I still want to see it say somebody found. You go there and you just like their chest is burst open or something like that. Come on, throw some serious like sci-fi references into this. Like, oh man, look, there's you know, dude's guy's chest burst open. Might be an alien xenomorph somewhere around here. Maybe just one of the little crawly bug looking things. Oh, out of range. Oh, yep, another one. Hey, come on. I was in range. There we go. Alright, logs. Show the method for the Indium thing? Yeah, let me, we'll finish this one and I'll show you. I'm pretty sure it still works. Actually, I think it might still work for just the generic copper conversion, because it used to be you could also turn copper And I think it was only copper. I'm assuming they fixed it by now, but I think it was just copper. There was a coding error that allowed you to actually turn copper into chromatic metal. And then, you know, like, this is how much it takes to turn it into chromatic metal. And then when you turned it back to copper, you actually got more copper to it. So, I'm pretty sure they fixed that, because that was like a, you know, big mistake there. Yeah, oh, I didn't go that way. That's the short way. I go that way first. Gotta get all the zones. Should have done that when I was over here. I think I might end up trying to do more like this. Like, look, we got filing cabinets and stuff. I might do some decoration like that in that big storage area, because that big room on the ship is just so big. It's not like I'm at any point going to really use all that space up for some kind of major production. I mean, the farming there is for a specific utility aspect, not to make money. That's because, you know, I've got stuff for producing more carbon. That's why I want to say I remember that being for. Of course, I've got the frostwort for glass. I use a lot of glass in some of my base builds. And then the nip buds, mainly because I didn't have that many of them, and I'm getting so many with this. I was like, you know what, let's grow some nip buds. I want more utility stuff for the ship. You know, we've got so much room on your capital ship to build, so much customization options in terms of the layout, and not enough functional elements to it. It's like if you're looking at Cyclops in Subnautica for what it can do, this is like what it should be able to do as much as Cyclops, but instead it's more like the sea truck, I would say. It's not really that good in terms of the amount of stuff we can do on the capital ship. There's so much more we should be able to build and do with it. I mean, if we could have like an indoor type control thing, like similar to the hydroponics rooms, where you could go in and click one thing and harvest all of them at once. If we had something like that, whether it's a separate little buildable or just a control panel that ties into your plants, you know, we need something like that. We just go up there, hit this panel, collect all of them really quickly. Stuff like that. There's some other things that would be beneficial for it. We also just need more specialty type rooms or something like that specific to the ship, because I mean, and bases in general, because you look at bases in this game, the bigger ones are all cosmetic. There's not a lot of functionality you need to build past a certain point in this. Same for Subnautica. Once you build a certain amount, it's all about building cosmetically. But, I mean, with as much as this game is about exploring and building bases and such, you could do so much more. Last access 6 days ago. So we got here quickly. Kind of. that. I don't know why you'd have 2 heating units so close together. Seems like, you know, build them a little bit further out from each other, you know, maximize coverage. Be a little bit more efficient with your placement. Alright. We'll do the storage expansion again because this is the 20,000 or 20 million cost one. So I might get a Class A, but once you get to that 30 million, it seems a lot more likely you're going to see Class A, maybe even a Class S upgrade. So fabricate the bulkhead again. Nanites, yeah, gotta get a decent amount, but I've done the 30 million cost and, you know, got 800 versus the 5 million cost and got 500. So not a huge difference in terms of, you know, 5 million to 30 million on what you get for nanite rewards. But definitely worth it for the upgrades because you're going to see, you know, higher class, better quality. Right now, I just want to finish off my storage. So I have room for all the upgrades. I'm sure somebody's there like, who is this guy think he is parking his big ship right next to the space station like that? Alright, so this time I'm going to I'm gonna sell everything that I need to sell. I'm also going to trade in we're gonna trade in all the logs. We're gonna sell everything, get all of it out, and before we go to the ship, I'm going to teleport to another system to see if I can get anything to trigger to do that duplication glitch. And oh wow, look at that. A bunch of Class C's and a Class B. $489 nanites from that. Oh yeah, let's go talk to dude here. And we'll sell this. Blade Runner Eyes. I've already got a living ship. I don't like it as much as this one. It's not as good as the ship I'm flying. I have better weapons, better upgrades. I do not need that living ship. It's not as good as what I have. It's a big disappointment. Okay, I was at 8,800. Now I'm at 11,000. So I've got another 3,000 ammo on that one. 6 storm crystals on that one, because I sold all of them before. 23 convergence cubes. Yeah. Make sure I got everything out I can. Alright, you know what? Here. Hey, hang on. You wait right there. Don't go anywhere yet. That stays. This goes. Oh. Ah. There we go. Yeah. There. I don't get why my cargo holds more ammo than the Starship. You think it would be the same on the Starship for the ammo. Oh, hey, do you have anything? Chlorine. Okay. No chlorine. So, let's go Double check. Everything is sold. Got rid of everything. We'll take that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave that in my inventory because maybe that was part of the effect. I took it out of my inventory before. I like my upgrades. I didn't do that. So we're going to teleport. And we'll see if I get a duplication glitch again. And if I don't get that, then at least we're going to look for some chlorine. So we can also try that too. You have an oxygen farm and a salt farm that doubles the chlorine. Yeah, no, I don't think you can harvest with miners at all. I don't think there's, I mean, you'd have to have like an actual chlorine like deposit that you can harvest from on a planet somewhere. And that's really will be the only way I think you could do it. So no chlorine here either. Well, nobody has chlorine. There's not enough people selling chlorine. You should go sell chlorine. Timmy, you have not made any chlorine. You didn't mess up your bed as bad as normal. He's got to have his creature pellets. That's, you know, we got to make sure he is properly fed as the little alien creature thing. Creature pellets. Everything an alien dog needs. Troy, you were gone. We did a few more, or that's number 3 of the freighters for tonight. So that was the 20 million. And I'm about to install yet another upgrade for my technology slots. There you go, Timmy. Alright. And with the upgrade installed, then we're going to do we're going to test it. I think it still works for the mismatch with the copper, but if not, we're going to do the chlorine or copper to chromatic metal tweak thing. Alright, so one more upgrade. Gotta do that real quick. Going to add storage. So that leaves me only 3 more after this. That's, you know, another evening of some work. Let's see. All right, so we'll start with over here. We'll just do medium refinery. And, oh, perfect. I've got like a little bit of chromatic metal on that. I know I got copper somewhere. There we go. So, yeah, just split a bunch of it out. Let's just do that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take wherever it is. Here, 91 copper. So that's gonna produce 45 chromatic metal. Take only a few seconds. And after this, we'll see. So that was 91 to 45 metal, which I think, you know, it used up kind of one of them on that. So let's see. That's, yeah. So I have to now put copper in there. I think is what it was. Is I have to put in let's go with like 10 copper. That doesn't work anymore. So I'll put 91 copper in. That's another 10, so that's 100. And it's only going to give me 20 copper back. So they fixed that. So let's look. Why is it? Why can it not show the freighter inventory? Or put like 8 in. So 8 indium. Okay, so there I'm taking copper, which is cheaper to get, which that's 245 in cost. I'm putting in, you know, 8 indium to get 16 indium back. Not even using all of the chromatic metal up. So I just doubled it. So I get, alright, so 90 copper is what I put in. And started with 8 indium. So let's say you had 90 copper, you turned to chromatic metal, or you just got a bunch of chromatic metal. And you've got like 8 indium, that's all you have to start with. Well, I just turned that into 53. And that short amount of time. So, yeah, a little bit cheaper, or a little, you know, quick way to do it. Let's look, because I also want to make sure the math pans out right. So, copper, let's see, I had 90, well, 92 is close enough. So, 92 was 11,000 units, 24,000 units for 53. And I originally had, oh, I can't do less than 10. So, you know, 4,000. So it was, I put in 15,000. I got 24,000 back from that point. So that's kind of the trick that people used for a while earlier, you know, in the days of the game. Copper to chromatic metal plus indium into more indium. Also a great way if you don't want to mine a bunch, if you can just buy like emerald or cadmium. You're like, I bought a little bit and I need more for an upgrade for this engine part or whatever. You can just use the chromatic metal to do chromatic expansion, I think it was, just termed across the board. He's using that to create more of the same thing. That's really all it is. And very easy. You see, like, all right, so, you know, I got a lot of copper. Copper's easily to, you know, easy to buy, cheap to buy. And I need to move some stuff around. Indium, of course, is a little bit tougher to buy. But let's say you happen to get some indium. Somebody, when you're in the anomaly, is like, hey, I'm giving away indium, here you go. Or you go do like a mission, or you blow up a pirate ship that gives you a little bit of indium. You get just that little bit. Chromatic metal or copper turned into chromatic metal, which, you know, both of those are easier to get. You can make more. But yeah, it used to be there was an imbalance in the code where you could actually take copper, make chromatic metal, turn it back into copper, and you get more than you started with. Obviously, they fixed that. It's a good thing. They needed to fix that. Too many relics and Horvat's casing and effigies, all that. Sodium. I've got too much sodium too. We'll put this in storage as a backup. I like having backups, you know, like extras just in case. At some point, like, oh man, I do need a bunch of sodium, you know, and I grab it. Yeah, carbon, oxygen. One of the reasons why I have those is because I've, you know, got certain things at times I need. Carbon for oxygen was that's I think left over mostly from when I was doing testing on the chlorine expansion stuff for the video. So, hoping that, like, shows it well enough at spots. That. But yeah, that's pretty much all it is. You know, just some copper, the chromatic metal, and you convert it back in. That's really all it is. It works really well earlier in the game, especially just to get some indium. If you're like, or cadmium, emerald, whatever, you're like, I gotta make this, you know, engine. I've got to go get this for the engine. It's like, well, you know, you can just, if you've got some, like a little bit of the material and chromatic metal, you can produce more. You know. Upgrades. Let's see. I get. No, I did not get enough. I didn't get any more. I didn't get any. I didn't even get storage augmentation on that last one. I did go up another 2,000 nanite clusters, about 2,300 nanite clusters on that last run. So not bad. Let's see. I have sold, I guess, my chromatic metal because I got rid of a bunch. I don't have that much there. I must have sold a bunch of it because I had too much. But I feel like I would have it saved somewhere here. I really need to go through this and clear out stuff. Like, do I really need 80 rare metal elements sitting there plus another 12? That's 92 rare metal elements. I don't think I need that many. Now, Walker Brains, I could use maybe some more. But, yeah, some of this I could just easily get rid of. At least a little bit. You know, cut some of it by half. Oh, look, there's more. That puts it over. That, yeah, more there. That's like 150 rare metal elements across everything. Yeah, I need to go through and organize that at some point. Like, seriously. Alright, let's try. We'll just do some more decorations in here. Did not get what I was looking for. Oh, actually, you know what? I know what I want to get. We're gonna take take one. I love that when you're using it from this interface, it works like it normally does. As opposed to when you go to the actual rooms, it still treats it like you have to take the whole stack or nothing. Wish they would change that. Oh, wait, not the lights. We need it here. And we're going to go with the specimen on the light table. We can scale it up too. We're going to go for a big boy. Assuming if it's reaching the edge on the left and right, it should be front to back as well. Oh, that's a big boy. There we go. We've got, all right, that looks better. How big can we make this? Okay. Yeah, we'll go with that. There we go. The big ones. Look at that. Can we... I can scale this? That seems a little strange to have that scale. I can scale it so big it won't fit. Alright, let's, yeah, go back. How big will it go? It looks like it's almost like I could hang out on it. Okay, now I could put like one of the vehicles on it. Okay, I can scale all those as well. That's interesting. Let's go. Oh, we can scale this. Ultra mega heater. Oh, we're doing that. Let me get it to where it's not like off axis because of a keystroke. Okay, I went too big. We're gonna try to get it centered. I don't want it like sticking into the ceiling, which it's still doing. Actually kind of looks more like maybe a console or something. Oh, I got an idea. Yes. So that does not want to place like I want it to. Alright, so I can place it on this. So it's the fact that it's rotating around the wrong axis point. And it's not wanting to place correct. Alright, that's not working well. That should be done a little differently. Yeah, a nudge button. Just a modifier key to make it nudge a little bit. Let's just do this. Even though they're going to visibly overlap, make it work. That. Ooh, you know what? We got the barrel. Let's go the other direction. Little barrels. There we go, like that. For now, yeah, we could do one like this. I kind of want to keep it where I could put some more plant trays in there. Let's also go a little bigger. I got lined up nicely. I'm going to take that screen out. Oh yeah, right up to the ceiling. Oh yeah, that actually works. Could be back a little bit more, I guess. You know, be my preference, but that does work. Oh yeah, that works right there. We can do a couple of these. Actually, you know, we'll go with more right here. That will have one that's turned. Wish we had more variations on the floral samples. Maybe do like a couple of them that are small. And then we're going to go with the big one. At least as big as it looks like it will work on this. That, yeah. No, it will go. Actually, there's another barrel there. Yeah, storage. Of course, that one cannot be scaled. So it's nice to see that the other one does scale. Do it like that. We'll have a little bit of variety with that one. Can scale this down. There we go. Look at that. Look a little bit better. All right, I gotta turn this thing on. It just brings the room together, doesn't it? It's not quite centered though, and it still sticks into the ceiling. All right, let's do this. We're gonna move it. Kind of wish you could just select something, not have to change the, like, take it out and redo it. Like, it'd be like, oh yeah, I want to keep that one because I want it to be that same size, or start at that same size and then reduce the size down. Okay, that's, yeah, not helping. I think that's got it. I think that's it. Okay, there we go. Right about there. So like, yeah, I still feel like, and that, I didn't even like swap away. I just chose to delete. I still feel like the controls could definitely be improved upon in terms of the building in this game. There's still room for it to be done better. Yeah, I think that's right. That's close enough. Oh yeah, let's turn that on. There we go. Alright, thanks for hanging out, Xbox. You have a good night. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what she said. You know, it's too big. She also says that size matters, and sometimes it doesn't. In this case, size did matter. I want to build one of those now on like a platform just to see how big it looks outside. Let's see, what base could I go to? I need one that's got a good outdoors decorative area. Let me think. I'm really trying to think. I think this one is, I want to say that's the one on the glitched planet. One that's got like the obelisk. And if that's the right one, I should have a platform I can use. Jimmy! Being lazy. Wait, just laying there being lazy. I don't want to eat the food. I'm gonna eat the pellets. Look, people. Look. Oh, okay. Look right here. Right there on you. Right there. 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 He's like, don't worry about the one on my arm. I'm gonna worry about the ones laying next to my head. Alright, yeah, this is the corrupted planet. So is that... Oh, wrong side. Wrong side. Yeah, gonna go... Let me think. Oh, no, this is not quite the same one I was thinking of. My gigantic dancing light. Let's see. We're gonna do decorations. There we are. Alright, so if I was to do it like this. And just line it up a little bit better. There we go. Wow, look at that. That's a big set of shelves. Alright, so if this is me standing there, that's the shelves. That's like you can make a warehouse. Like, yeah, build yourself a warehouse. Like, oh, I'm gonna recreate an Amazon shipping center in the game just because. Well, there you go. That's what you need. Get the shelves and make them as big as possible. Just build like a big warehouse type setup. We'll see if I can get it to line up right in a double stack. Ooh, that's close. Now we need a forklift. A space forklift. Ooh, actually, let me try something here. Ha 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 ha! So I could technically build this instead of building like a set of stairs I just keep flying up. I could build this to use it as like a stair set. To keep flying higher and higher. It just comes back to how it treats the base area around the base computer is how high you can really build. But I could do this. Just keep building on top. It'd be easy too. Look, I come here. Oh, yeah, it might help if I go in build mode. And just, yeah, rotate. And then scale up again. I'm standing on that one. I just build up above. I can keep climbing this way. Alright, so this is interesting in that you can make like a warehouse type look, very large shelves. But more to the fact that you could use it for a quick elevation mechanism to get yourself higher up if you wanted to be able to build like a sky base or something like that, where it's just kind of up in the sky, since, you know, physics really don't matter that much in the game in terms of bases being stabilized or, you know, properly supported. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Look at this view. Yeah, that's super easy to build high with. I mean... Yeah, this is how high I am now with the camera. As far as video, I can look on top of the obelisk. Let's see what if it lets me build a structure. Oh yes, I can build off of this. All right, so if I could do that. Okay, well that's weird. I can build a prefab, but I cannot build... Oh, there it is. Okay, you just gotta get the right spot. Apparently that's not the right spot. Oh, look. Oh wait, that's targeting the wrong spot. There we go. So I could build on like this. I can't build on that. Do this. Too close. Alright, let's do this. Because I want to see how well this works. Ooh, that's one problem, that weird kickoff thing that they added to the game for your jetpack, you lunge forward, that you cannot turn off. I so want to turn that off. It is so poorly controlled. Okay, now that's not giving me any build function. So it's showing there, but it's not showing the other one. Try this. So that still works. So if I did do a corridor? Alright, corridors do not work, but the building structures work. Oh, starship is side object. Okay, that's a problem. Because it's treating it like it's still... Okay, this may not work quite as well as I was hoping. There we go. Okay, so we got that. So now the trick is, since the starship is over there giving me a problem, we're going to do this. We'll go here. We're going to put the door frame on there, and we're going to do that. Which means I take this out, that, and now yay! Alright, so I could take a couple of these out. Which, you know, again, doesn't have to be supported. Physics don't matter. It's just a matter of the placement and not having something that counts as being a collision. But you could use that to make a very tall base, a floating base. Oh, that's interesting. There's some interesting applications with this. Of course, you know, problem is you make a floating base, you fall down out of the base while you're working on it. You land surviving on the planet, you still have to get back up to it, which means calling your ship down to go get it. PC, yeah, personal computer, if you're talking about your normal PC. Hey, Uso Tent, thanks for joining in. Good to see you. Yeah, personal computer is what PC stood for originally. I think it still pretty much is counted as standing for PC. You know, it was technically like any computer you use for personal use is technically a PC, but it's kind of like that whole, it was used to say it's not a Mac, it's not an Apple type of thing is really what it was, even though you could buy apples as PCs, their Apple PCs, their personal computers. It's just got more synonymous with Windows-based PCs because of that. Alright, yeah. Very interesting ideas coming to me now. I feel like it might be time to build a new base in this. But first, I'm going to make sure I don't die trying to get down from here. Okay. So, just drop me out. Yeah, I think it might be time to do like a base that is a floating city type base, like something that's big and is just up in the air completely. It means we need a very nice looking location. I'm not sure where. We'll have to go find another good planet for that. Maybe something near my ship. My oh, look, rare item found. What did I get? Because that's the bug it was giving me before. It was like it duplicated a manifest. And this time it was the moment I teleported back to this system. Okay, that's weird. Because I tried it intentionally, it didn't work. And now it just happened accidentally. Alright, so I was like 70,000 nanite clusters started the stream. I'm now at 75. Not the best way to get nanites by any means. Definitely not the cheapest way to get nanites. Oh yeah, I need to do a new base somewhere. I'd like to find a nice temperate planet with like water, not ossified. Yeah, we might have to do some system warps and do some looking around. Might be the next stream is looking for a new base location and building that new base. Because I haven't built a base in a while. I still have, let's see, where is it? I did clear out some of my older ships finally. Yeah, the living ship. There's my building ship. There's my old fighter ship, only because I named it Baby Yoda Spirit because it was like Yodi Spirit or something. And I was just, I don't want to get rid of it. But here's my building ship. It's all my building supplies in it. Oh, I got glitches still in there too. There's my chlorine. Alright, I knew I had chlorine somewhere. We'll take, yeah, 16. There we go. Oh yeah, we'll find a new spot and we'll grab that ship next time and build a base. Yeah, no. Wait. Focus of the Sebanepa. I thought it said subpoena. I thought it was like focus of the lawsuit. That's what it basically was. I did not read that right in that quick glance. That was... Alright, so let's see, we're coming. Oh, we're at the 2-hour mark. Alright, that's dead on 2 hours. So let's see what we do. We did only 3 runs tonight because we did play around with some other stuff. But the freighter is max on storage. I have got all but 3 more spots. So I've added 2 more tech slots tonight. So I've got 3 more. That'll be quick and easy to do. No notable upgrades or anything. I did get like one frigate module, and that was it, I think, in all 3 runs. Big thing was, you know, I did get 5,000 nanites, and no unlocks. Really not the best run so far. It's getting less and less valuable for each run, and I just noticed that that is attached and free floating from the rest of it. That doesn't work for me. You know, I'm not sure why it can't just put it back in the starship or back there. You know, like if you already have an existing slot, put it there. Oh yeah, we were chlorine expansion. Yeah, don't. I mean, you can do like a salt farm, oxygen farm, but the, you know, the simple thing is you go with chlorine. I got 16. It's not an even, you know, multiple sits, but I go get some oxygen. Take like 28 to start with. You know, right there, that 16, it'll end up giving me 84 in the end, because I run out of oxygen. So that's how much I did there. So yeah, I mean, you can do a farm type setup, not a mining or mineral extractor, you know, mining extractor type thing, but you can do like a farmable setup for stuff to make the chlorine expansion, like the oxygen farm such. You could go be like, oh hey, you know, I let this run for 24 hours and I'm back and I've got 18,000 oxygen, 20,000 oxygen, so you've got 2 stacks worth. But at the same time, you can take your money, go buy 2 or 3 stacks worth of oxygen at a prosperous starship or space station in a prosperous system, and at that point, you know, you just come back here and make more chlorine, just keep expanding, keep buying more. I have bought so much in the way of oxygen doing chlorine expansion, rather than worrying about trying to find an oxygen farm and of course giving it 24 hours or whatever to build up a sizable amount. It's once you start making money with it, it's easy to just go and buy oxygen everywhere you need to, and buy from the NPC pilots. It's just that way you don't mess up the price point by buying through the trade terminal. But yeah, it's super easy to do that. I wouldn't even worry about doing, I mean, if you want to do an oxygen farm, go ahead, but you know, the big part about it is the active time is you have to sit there and wait for the chlorine to do the expansion process. But yeah, there we go. We've got, I still need to, I gotta play with more decorations. I'm not that into some of the decorating aspects on this. It still feels very limited, but got some production. We got a nice big, oh yeah, I need to turn this back on, or on again. Nice supersized heating unit. Some storage stuff. Expanded out on that. We've got a super big one. Look at that guy. Nice moving too. He's still alive. More carbon to collect. It's looking better. Wish the lighting was done better in the ship. Like, I got this light. This is the light that I unlocked from there, and yet it's not actually providing any real light. You know, it's one of those decorative lights, but not functional. There's no light coming from it. Those are so noisy. I don't know why they gotta be that noisy. But yeah, oh, let me get that. Oh yeah, it just shows green after it's been used one time. But yeah, I think next time we'll just we might do a couple of freighter, or you know, derelict freighter runs, but for most part we'll probably just do new base somewhere next time. It's definitely time to get back to building. Maybe playing around with a sky base idea will let me get some creative ideas flowing for inside of here. I just don't know enough. I mean, beyond decoration, I don't know enough of anything I would need to do for this to make it like super functional. I've already got all the terminals I need. I really don't need. I've got storage rooms. I've got all the different stuff I might need. So I just don't know what else I would be putting in the ship, because we really don't have much to put in the ship beyond the cosmetic aspects. I mean, let's... Oh yeah, I can't use the build option down here. Wish you could decorate in here. I'd put some shelves in the back. Can't decorate there. Can't decorate there. Can't decorate there. It's this line. Or roughly. Yeah, look at that. That spot. That's where you can start building. I mean, we've got so much room in this. I mean, technically, you could take all the walls out with just one big open room, not have any corridors, if you wanted. Like, I've got that room. I could expand it all out, just except for a few of the, you know, control rooms. You could build up multiple floors. I've built up to a, you know, much taller level where it stopped letting me build. Way more than you need. There's way more space, like at least in this ship, than I would ever possibly need. It'd be like having in Subnautica the Cyclops being 10 times its size. It's like, yeah, you can put a lot of stuff in there, but I already get people commenting saying, why do you need so much storage for the amount I use in the Cyclops? Imagine having one 10 times as big and trying to put the same amount of, you know, storage use in there. It's like, you don't need that much. Like here, yeah, I could use like another 10 storage rooms and a better way to organize them. Or organize the materials in them. But as far as this stuff, there's no function to this. I've got the 2 large refiners. I've got 1 medium because I haven't put the placement for the, you know, to have 3. You know, that's really the only other functionality for this. There's just not enough in terms of the building tech for this. So, you know, you've got tons of rooms. I've got fleet commands. I've got the Exocraft materializer already. All the rest is just the corridors and the walls and such. Let's see. Got this stuff. Like, I don't need a health or hazard protection station here. Let's just go ahead and be honest about it. Got the appearance modifier. Got all that stuff. Portable. Yeah, don't need a portable refiner. Nutrient processing. Okay, you know, I could have a spot for that. Yeah, sure. All this, that's the utility stuff. This is decoration with some, you know, production. I could put some fabricators in, or, you know, the barrel fabricator, crate fabricator. You get occasional unlocks. Not a big deal. Farming, I've already got it. You know, I could expand on it, but I don't need that much of these other things. You know, I just don't. I've got what I need. I've got the terminals I need. That's all you can place for that. I've already got that. And then the rest is decoration. That's it. You can't even place the glitches in here. Which would be kind of fun to place some of the glitches in here. There's a problem if it's like getting covered up partially. Yeah, no, don't care. Lights. Eh. You know, this is really it. All this stuff. And I've already done this. I've already got this stuff all over the place. Maybe the companion could do good. Yeah, there's so much focus on decoration in the game for the bases, as opposed to functionality. Like, there's a big imbalance between functional and decorative. There's only a few functional elements, and the rest is really decorative elements. Outside of, like, you know, if you're not thinking of actual structural elements. So yes, those can be functional, but they're both functional and decorative. But just looking at the interior stuff, there's way more decorative than functional. And I feel like they need to add more functional stuff to it. I mean, we have only a few processing options. we need more stuff that can just do things for the base designs, to really expand on base designs. Yeah, on bases you have power production stuff too, which we don't have here, but they need to add more stuff that can apply to the base and to the ship, especially with the ships now getting more customization, and the color options don't work on mine very well. We need more functional elements. We need to be able to do more with this, and I'm sure they've got stuff in the pipeline for this, you know, to expand on what you can do with your capital vessel once you get it to that point that you're like, this is it, this is my in-game vessel, this is what I'm going to do with it, and you know, there you go. Of course, at that point you're also where you just pretty much say, okay, time to end the game, start again. Hello, bro. GS Gaming, thanks for joining in. You're coming in a little late. We're about to end because we usually only go 2 hours. We're just slightly over, but yeah. Timmy, one more treat. Oop. Oh, are you full? You just don't want me to like patronize you by giving it to you. He just doesn't want me to feed him. He's like, I'm not a baby. He's a full-grown creature eating creature pellets. Yeah, so again, 3 runs, the 5 million, 10 million, 20 million unit cost. Derelict runs, nothing special in terms of results. I mean, 3 runs, 35 million credits. I got 5,000 nanites. You know, I could do a lot more, a lot faster with around that same amount of money. Probably get the same amount of money from doing ship trades, but it'd be a lot faster. No unlocks other than getting the frigate bulkhead stuff. So we've maxed the frigate out, and I've added 2 more tech slots. I've got 3 more tech slots. I'm assuming, despite showing all this, it's going to do the same as the exosuit, where it won't let me upgrade those, expand to those. Same as this, it won't let me upgrade and expand to these. It's like, this is the limit. This is how much you get. Though, of course, exosuit has 2 rows. Starship has 3 rows. It's always possible once I fill this one in, it expands down. And fill that one in, it expands down again. We could have 4 rows. That would seem to be the logical progression. But maybe not. Probably not. I would think that's probably not it. But yeah. Next time, we'll just do more runs, do some base building. Definitely interesting options with some of the new buildable unlocks, but nothing super crazy, I would say. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this live stream. Thanks for hanging out. Timmy probably needs to go outside. I know I need to go because, you know, it's getting late. But yeah, Saturday we'll do some more Subnautica Below Zero, do some more building with it. With the new base there, and next time with this, we'll be back to another base build that I haven't done in a while. This time, I think we're gonna do, yeah, floating base, you know, city in the sky, cloud city type base, as long as I don't fall and die while doing it. But we'll try that next time. But yeah, that's it for this live stream. Thanks for hanging out with me and Timmy. Thanks again, Jason at Spots, of course, for showing up. Uso Tent, thanks for showing up. Troy. Well, Little Boys was on earlier, but he left. You guys were most of the ones talking. And Bro, thanks for, you know, joining in. Kind of came in at the end, but thanks. Anybody else that joined in, didn't talk, say hi next time. You know, that's all you gotta do, just say hi. But yeah, that's it for this stream. Like I said, I'm Mr. Spicy. This is Little Timmy, and we'll see you next time.